after the facts and on with the talking. So, Margot Robbie's Margot Robbie fans. Jeez, I nearly snapped my nose off. Anyways, so Margot Robbie fans and fan base, how are you? And well, I'm at it. And well, I'm at it. How are you, YouTube? Okay, let's break some bread here and complain and and complain and complain about Margot Robbie's Barbie. It's oh my god. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. I really was self-engaged in it. Those but that was in the theater. But that wasn't. But that was at the theater. I was not. Sorry. I was totally self-engaged in it, and it was and it was looking like something that would come from my will, but it was a very far cry from it. Because like in my world, because in my world, Barbie and Barbies don't mix with me. Not usually. And before somebody gives me the what the hell's the wrong and before somebody gives me the what the hell's this guy's problem, I thought Margot Robbie, and before someone comes off, and takes us the wrong way, and before somebody jumps up and before someone jumps up and yells at me for bad mouthing Margot Robbie's Barbie, I'm not even doing any of that. I'm not. I'm just expressing my opinion and saying that it wasn't actually for me personally. Like, I don't want to get anybody mad with me about this. I don't want to put a person into a situation where they're going like, what in the hell is wrong with this person? Why are they putting down Margot Robbie's Barbie? I'm here to tell you, I am. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm not. I learned a lot from it, and I was self-engaged in it, but it's just not for me. Like, I mean, the next person I bet would have a different opinion on that. But it's my opinion. But this is my own self-employed opinion. It's not for me. It wasn't for me personally. It wasn't personally for me because even though I felt a lot for Barbie, I don't, in that movie, I'm not a Barbie, it's just not my type, I mean, it looked like it was in the style of something that would be in my world, but it's not actually in my world. I'm more of an Elvis guy, I'm more of an Elvis Presley guy, I'm more of a DC guy, and other Margot Robbie projects guy, and I am a big fan of Margot Robbie. I'm just not that enthusiastic about Barbie. Even though I enjoyed it in the theater, I probably wouldn't enjoy it on DVD. Generally because it's not my cup of beer. Okay, like it's generally because it's not my glass, because it's not my glass of beer. Okay, doesn't mean I didn't like it. I loved it. I 100% loved it. I just would never own it. I just would never go out of my way to own it. I just wouldn't go out of my way to buy it and own it because that's not me. Because that's not personally me. Like I'm more of one. Like I'm more of a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Suicide Squad and anything from the DC sphere and other Margot Robbie things to boot and that. So what? So don't come off and attack me for just having an opinion on what I thought of Barbie. I thought it was fantastic, but for me personally, it's just not my cup of Joe. It's just not my glass of beer. Okay, like but other than that, it was great. It was really relevantly done. It was really done well, and I thought Michael Barbie could have been more like, ooh, I'm Barbie. Like like uh like the cartoons. Not saying she wasn't, of that line, but what whatever happened to Baby Jane, sort of, whatever happened to Margot Robbie, the straight shooter, Margot Robbie, the person, like I'm trying to find, you know, personally for me when I think of Margot Robbie, I'm thinking of Harley Quinn. I'm and and uh, and uh, and uh, and and other things, you know. Personally, when it comes to Margot Robbie, I'm more of a Harley Quinn, the live action Harley Quinn person, and and uh, and and like um and like you know more like I'm really like I want some people's opinions down in the comment section based uh, on all the on what they want to see Margot Robbie in next. Because there's a thousand because there is a dozen because there is a two because there is a 15 dozen other things she can do. You know, why not a Pirates of the Caribbean? Why not a Shrek? Why not do a live action Shrek? She can be Fiona. Hey, that's a bad idea. Hey, that's a fine idea. Why not something like that? Or or uh, or do something with Tim Burton. You know, come on, give like I know she's for I know she's doing this women's rights things. I just want to see her do other things too. You know, I realize what she's doing is for women's rights and all that, but I want to see her in other fun things too. Not just be, not just be, a, not just be a, not just be a petition. You know, like I respect women. I respect their morals, but I also want to see other things too that Margot Robbie can do. Why not Aladdin too? Hey, hey, Aladdin too. She'd make it worse. She'd make a terrific Jasmine. She'd make a terrific Jasmine. And Joaquin Phoenix would make a fantastic would make a fantastic Aladdin. And Jim Carrey would be like the best genie ever. Why not? Why the blazes not? Like, I mean, like, are you telling me that Margot Robbie's only gonna do things for women's rights? Like, I'm not trying to shoot my mouth off. Okay, I'm not trying to shoot my mouth off. I'm not, I'm not trying to put my foot in my mouth either. You know, I like, I, I have a big respect for women's rights. You know, like, I have a big respect for women's rights. I just would like to see more of Margot Robbie, not just the petitioner, Margot Robbie. You know, I want to see her attack some projects with the live action Disneyland. I want to see her in some horror movies, maybe. You know, you know, I mean, that's what I'm getting at. She can, she can be she can be a, a speaker. There's, I, I've got nothing against her doing her thing with the women's rights movies. I've got nothing against that. I think women are fantastic. I think women are fantastic and their rights should be heard. But at the same time, I want to see Margot Robbie in other things. You know, like, why not Margot Robbie's Margot Robbie portrayal of say uh, Thumbelina, you know, or or in or Margot Robbie's Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn teamed up with or another Harley Quinn movie in with with the Joker in it and you know, or other things entire or it doesn't have to be DC. It could be Tim Burton film. You know, it could be a Tim Burton film that she's in. Why not? You know, like I'm sure, like I'm not like like I'm like I am positive that Tim Burton would be looking for someone like Margot Robbie to portray some great Tim Burton projects. Why not? Like, I mean, she, she could be the woman version of a Nicolas Cage. I did not mean to say Nicolas Cage. Uh, um, uh, oh come on, Brendan. Uh, the woman version of of come on. Jeez, I can't believe I'm blanking this. Uh, come on, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Uh, Johnny Depp. There we go. Um, like, you know, she could be the woman version, the woman Johnny Depp. You know, she could take she could take on roles of, you know, like, why not a Disney, I mean, why not Tim Burton? Uh, sorry, like what like I mean, what if she got some roles in that? You know, the Tim Burton verse, the Burton verse. Like, I mean, come on. I know, I I know she's doing a lot of movies for women's rights. I get it. I get it. But I want to see her in other things too. You know, in other things too. Like she's the best actress I've ever seen and stuff. I, you know, really, I am. And she can do what she wants. I'm not saying she can't. All all I want to see is a fair. All I want to see is all I want to see coming is a fair fight. You know, more more like all I'm trying to say is that there could be a fair fight here. You know, like like why not why not Margot Robbie in like more Disney live action things? Why not Margot Robbie? No. Why not what? Why not do a Harley Quinn spin of Harley Quinn versus Margot Robbie? Yeah, like I mean, try something like that, or Casablanca, or or take it, or take a really old movie like say Casablanca, and have Margot Robbie as the main human person in that. You know, try some like I mean, give Margot Robbie some darn, you know, like 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 I'm that's like I'm that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying say goodbye to women's rights and say goodbye to those types of movies. I am not saying that. I want to say hello to those. However, you know, and I don't mean to repeat this over and over and over, but I do I don't but I do want to see Margot Robbie in some really ridiculous, in some really, you know, surprising, you know, like I think women's rights movies are great. Never said they weren't great. I never said they weren't great. I just would like to see Margot Robbie in more like potential roles for like live action Disney or some of the or some of the horror movies or like some regular movies, you know. And if she wants to do another women's rights movie, you know, I am all for it, man. I am I am all for it. I just want to see more, you know, Margot Margot Robbie in like live action Shrek, say, you know, or some Disney things, uh, and that's not like I mean, why not? You know, it can't hurt. It can't possibly hurt to do some projects. Like it can't possibly hurt for Margot Robbie to say, okay, I'm gonna take a break from these women's rights movies and do some other movies off the side, and then come back to the women's rights movies after I've done those. You know, I am totally in support of that. I am totally in support of that right there. If she wants to do like other, you know, movie projects, and then come back to her women's rights movies, you know, I am all for it. I'm all for it. And before I get some, and before I get anybody saying like, "Holy jeez, man, get on to another subject," you know, like I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But this but this is a Margot Robbie ish type of video that I want to do that would that that would bring the people to the light, or that would bring the people to realize that hey, Margot Robbie is not just an actress for women's rights. You know, she's an actress. You know, she can act in whatever she wants. You know, she can act in and be in whatever she wants. I'm just wanting to inspire the people and maybe even Margot Robbie herself to try on other things too. You know, Margot Robbie can be in whatever the heck she wants and act in whatever she wants. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to bring out more, like, there's other potential things too, you know. But to end this off in a delicate manner here, Margot Robbie can portray anybody she wants. She can be in what she can act in whatever she wants to act in. You know, she can act and she can be in anything she wants to put herself into. I just thought it'd be cool if she could try some other things too. So as the fairy godmother, so in the words of the fairy godmother in Cinderella, bippity boppity boo. So in the so in so as the yeah. So having said my thing on Margot Robbie and her acting career, in the words of the fairy godmother from Cinderella, bippity boppity boo.